Jordan Grace trying to fight free, trying to kick herself free. Look at Tuck. Look at Tuck. What the hell is he doing? Get out of there. What an idiot. Oh, God, what a piece of garbage. Tag me. Look out now. Welcome to
Wrestling Timers, the highest podcast ever.
I've got one question for everybody here tonight.
You got a joint?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
All right.
I'm gonna get you high today.
Awesome.
My grandma drank all my pop.
Oh, no.
I'm pregnant!
Oh, no. No way, man. Wrestling Time Marks, episode 53, which
You can't tell me what to do.
doesn't add up to a year, but this is our 1 year anniversary. Yeah, we're going to try to make some kind of big deal out of it, even though there ain't much to talk about.
I even got the alert on Facebook, like, what, or you have memories today. And I was like, oh, shit, I put up our first episode 1 year ago.
How about that shit? It's actually a year ago today, like exactly.
That it was released anyway.
Just so happens when the episode releases, it'll be a year exactly. Oh no, because we got held up a day because of MLW.
Yep.
They fucked up our 1 year thing. Okay, this is our 1 year and one fucking day anniversary. Thanks, MLW.
Yeah, which if they pull that shit again next week. MLW? Yeah, see, I think if they pull that shit again next week, we'll have to switch our watch along from fucking MLW to Impact.
Fuck that, it's 2 hours long. We can't do that, man. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Like, maybe.
That last watch along was so horrible because of the length.
Yeah, man.
That was an hour 48 minutes.
It can't be that long, you know. I mean, Conrad Thompson can pull it off, but he's got a little more, I don't know, star power than we do.
Wait, Southern drawl?
As well as body mass, yes. That's I missed that part.
And married to Charlotte's sister? When he says roll tide, it's not because he's a fucking Alabama fan. It's because he's got gravitational pull.
Yeah, he's hoping the water will help him locomote.
Right. Nah, shit, I need to go to the store. I need to catch a wave. Roll tide.
So anyway, that's episode 53, and that lines up nicely with MLW Fusion 53 once again. We just had to do some trickery to kind of catch up to them like they did to us in the first place.
Fuckers. Bango.
We've got MJF versus Brian Pillman in what looks like the main event, and then a LA Park open contract match. I'm not even sure what that means, but I did remember to turn my captions on already. They're there.
Oh shit. You know, you're going to give me a second to do that because it's going to fuck up my feed if I do it while I'm watching it. I can do that beforehand.
The captions are up. And
I just did that too.
It's often the most enjoyable part of the show depending on who's wrestling that week. So this is... It's a plus to have the captions on. Trust us on this one.
Yes, always trust us.
It's good stuff.
Damn. Dude, I really... This has to be like a temporary thing MLW is doing. They can't be dumb enough to be like, you know what? We're going to hold off on releasing this every week until an hour before Monday Night fucking Raw.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea. And plus, I like the old school callback they were doing by releasing it Sunday evenings at 6:05. That's like a old school...
Well, no, they were releasing it on Saturdays.
Really?
Yeah, I want to say they were releasing them on Saturday. We just weren't getting until Sunday. Yeah.
It is on Saturday, and that's what I meant anyway. It was a call out to WCW's
Saturday at 6:05.
It's WCW Saturday night.
Yep. See, we're legit stoners.
No, I totally knew that. I was just being a dumbass, but it's because we usually watch it on Sunday, and that's why I had that. But yeah.
Yep.
That's more than enough fucking time to cue this one up, folks.
Yep.
All that rambling.
You know, just pause it, and when you're there, we'll be starting that shit in 418, 419, 420. Abracadabra.
I start mine by hitting the space bar now, because every now and then if I click on it, it'll do a wacky thing. But space bar makes it start on time every time.
Oh, EC1. Oh, EC2.
And he
Yeah,
hits him with the
that's
EC
Ouch.
1-2 punch.
the ET Deuce or EC Deuce.
EC does it? No. No. I'll take that. I'm gonna edit that out. Fuck, it's a watch
Very
along.
nice.
Damn it. Fucking watch
Yep.
alongs. Fucking watch alongs.
Yeah, Papa Dave's like, you guys go live? Shout out Papa Dave.
Shout out, Papa
Like-
Dave.
Like, no, but like thinking back on it, show.
And I mean that shout out.
Cut shit out, so we might as well be live. Fuck.
And I mean that shout out sincerely.
See what you did there.
Oh, thank you. We'll have to pop a couple more of those off for him. I don't have to fucking impress you.
That's a good thing, because you never do.
Ow.
Kidding. Kidding.
Owie.
The production value on the show is good.
I mean, you as a human being, if I may be frank, a piece of shit. But the show, the last 2 weeks,
The things you can do with a computer, man.
no, if you'll excuse me, I have a rope and stool to attend to.
They miss you.
Hey-ho.
Yeah. Why don't you hang with us anymore? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Why don't you cut that out?
Can't. It's watch along.
Shout out, Papa Dave.
Dude, I
Oh,
like
they've
that,
got a new intro.
Yeah, they do, and they had Mance in it.
Did either? Yep. Did either one of you guys watch? Get a chance to watch that Bruiser Brody?
Oh, yeah. I watched that this afternoon.
I haven't
That
watched
was the
any of
shit.
those, and Jim Cornette swears by them things. He loves them. It's on, like,
Viceland.
yeah, he fucking swears by those. I'm gonna have to
You
check
can
them all out.
watch the Bruiser Brody one and the Macho Man episode on Viceland.com.
Right now, you can actually find the Bruiser Brody one on YouTube. So
He's
that
watched
too.
other ones and already talked about them. I don't know how you track those ones down, but
Oh,
on their
well,
website.
they're all supposed to be good.
got Dave LaGreca from Busted Open on Sirius. Got to see all of them ahead of time, so I think it's just people
Oh, he did mention that he got
from ahead of
screeners.
time.
He did
Yeah.
mention he had screener copies. That's correct. Okay.
yeah, okay. Yeah, the Brody Roser one, or Broser, great.
I'll cut that out. Watch along.
I need to hit this bowl, get my throat straight.
That'll get you going. I got a new rig today. It's bigger than my old one. It's only a little bigger, and I got a hell of a deal on it, but I really like it.
That'd make your girlfriend happy, although I mean it's fake, so.
It's made of glass.
Gotta warm it up a bit first. Or at least put that like heating lubricant on there.
Unless that bitch is being a cunt, then you don't.
Yeah. When you dip that bitch in ice water.
Man, I feel bad for Mojo. He didn't get a hit off his bike.
I think Mojo's dying.
Here
I think
lies
Cheez Man's
Mojo.
joining me.
It's Midgef. I don't know why I assume this is going to be the main event. Or wait, no, is he not wrestling right now?
No, there's like an open challenge thing from
Alexander Hammerstone.
LB Park is having an open challenge. That's the main event, I think.
Oh, that's the main event.
Jericho.
Okay. Jericho, yes. And Joe Diamond Phillips.
Yep.
In EC2.
Easy
Or
does it.
Richard Holiday or Dick Vacation or Cock Trip.
Or Wiener Sabbatical.
Damon, I can't think of a slang that's for B.
Excursion?
You see that guy in the audience?
An erection excursion.
Erection excursion. There you go.
No, I didn't see the mullet. I mean, I see Pillman's. I just didn't see the guy in the crowd. Oh, okay. I see him
Black
back
guy
there.
wearing a mullet.
Yeah, I see him back there in a fucking leather jacket on.
That's hard to miss. Wait a
So
minute.
I
That
didn't notice it at
almost
first.
can't possibly be his hair. Almost
I think it's
possible.
Rich,
It's a lot of work to make your hair look like that if you're a black dude.
it's Rich Swann and drag. He's trying to get someone to slap him. He's like, I want to see what it's like to be on the other end of this. Damn, there's never an episode goes by without a Rich Swann wife beating joke, is there?
Not an MLW.
Well, the fact of the matter is this. Rich Swann is on MLW that we watch every week. He beat his wife, and we think that's hilarious because we're bad people. So it's going to come up every time.
It's not so much hilarious that we think he beat his wife, but we're going to make jokes at his expense about it just because.
That's what I meant. I guess
Mojo,
that came off as I think it's hilarious that he hits women. I mean, it's hilarious to make fun of him because of it. I guess I could have worded that a lot better.
Yeah, it's
God
a whole
damn.
lot better.
I mean,
He's like, we think it's hilarious to beat women here at the high
and
Marks.
then after the "and we're bad fucking people" thing, that could really be taken the wrong way. But that was all supposed to be funny. I promise. Jesus Christ. If you're listening,
The
Papa Dave, that was
opinions on
all
this
like
show
a
are
fucking big
not-
misunderstanding.
Not the opinions of Mojo. Disclaimer.
He's like, the views and opinions of Whiz do not necessarily reflect that of Wrestling's High Marks or the additional co-hosts or any decent human being.
See, I don't agree with beating women. I do agree with keeping them in line, though.
Right. I mean, well, dude, let's be real. There's a big difference between hitting a woman because you're like a drunk asshole and hitting a woman to correct behavior.
You don't burn the roast. It's bad.
It's not even a thin line, man. It's a really thick line. It's usually like one or two punches or like a really good slap or a bag of oranges. You know, nothing too extreme where like the cops got to be called and shit.
I mean, not that we would allow them to get to a phone anyway.
And then once she gets up and gets her head together and cries a little bit and takes a shower, then she's all good and like it is a good girl for a couple of weeks. It's great, man. And then repeat.
We joke, but there are so fucking many women out there that actually put themselves through that shit.
Yep. You don't have to deal with that, ladies. You don't have to deal with
Okay,
that.
enough. It's okay, he's under a lot of stress.
If it happens more than once, you liked it.
Yep.
Get out of there.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, well,
You're a dumb bitch.
you know, that's when you just call it God.
Hey. MJ Epps, massive ego. He must be related to Mike.
That was a bad spot.
Probably the guy out in the audience with the mullet.
Nah.
MJ Epps.
MJ Epps.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Mike or Omar.
Right.
No relation.
That's where I was going with that. The injured body part. It's called a fucking arm.
Oh, that didn't look good.
No, it didn't.
Up, all the way
You
up.
stepped a little too soon there, Majif.
Did you see all those ups on the closed captioning?
Oh. No, I was actually watching the
They
wrestling.
had like 4 of them in a row. I was like, what are you
Hillman.
trying to do? Play Contra?
Man, look, he
Frank
is
Gaskin had
just
control.
working the hell out of his left body part.
Damn that left body part.
Oh, my body part is killing me.
That left extremity is really bothering me.
Oh, good stuff.
No avail. Snap mirror.
Good times with MLW.
Oh, by the way, as we know, it's always the left arm. But you're usually allowed to call it an arm and not body part, but that's fine.
Nope. Body parts only from now on.
Oh. And
Oh, there's a shot to the body part. That body part's not supposed to bend like that. His body part's going to feel that in the morning.
Nakamura right in the body parts.
The low-hanging body part. Is Mojo gagging? So he was gagging.
Coffee.
How are them dicks, motherfucker? Ooh, that was close to being
I wouldn't know.
You just
Well, then you haven't
said
lived.
20 ho. What the hell is going on here? 20 hoes. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Damn. MJF is fucking his shit up. Such a one-sided ass match.
Did we want to talk about that Impact that
No.
you watched?
No. I
No.
don't know that I hated it as bad as you did.
No, it's okay.
No, I thought it was okay.
Yeah, you definitely weren't selling me though over text. I'm like, what the hell?
Oh, well, I didn't want to spoil anything. I was just kind of cracking jokes.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Like WWE does?
Yeah, I was going, man, he's really making me want to watch this Impact.
like,
Had her jump in front of a train.
Tessa Blanchard is way taller than Madison Rain. How is she way taller than any human?
All right.
Is one
She's
of
probably
the
probably like fucking 4 or 5 inches tall.
She's fucking like huge compared to her. It was ridiculous.
Oh, hey, look.
Uh-oh. Interrupted. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, Sam Pillman's actually getting some offense in here.
Oh, yeah. Hey, good for him. All right. There we
The
go.
hell's on the MJF's back? See, like 2 bruises, but they're like perfect circles. See that shit?
Has he been cupping? I bet that's what it is. He's been cupping. It's a thing they do now.
Yeah, with the fucking with the fire and the shit. You talk about that?
I don't
fucking
know if they use any
Massage
fire.
shit.
I don't know how it actually works, but
They use the fire to create the suction.
sure.
It's like tissue paper that burns up in half a second, but it's just enough to create the heat to cause the suction.
Oh, okay, well, yeah, that thing, he was probably doing that if they're like exactly aligned in their perfect circles.
Yeah. He's cupping some balls, that's for sure.
There's a guy in UFC, I can't remember his name, but he fucking has those all over him during his matches. He has them like all over his back and shit.
Huh.
I don't know what it does, but there must be a reason for it.
Hot stone therapy. Just put them on my ass.
I think it's supposed to be the basic same idea. Almost a relaxer.
Sure.
Get back up on him, Jiff.
All right, well, yeah, let's get into this.
Pillman gets him.
What the?
Hey, hit him with the roll up.
He should.
Pillman Jr.
You have to be on the lookout, dude. That's the most powerful move. Motherfuckers act like they don't know.
Oh, speaking of that,
Tessa knows.
yeah, I was about to say, what's her face was constantly rolling up Tessa.
Yeah,
Madison Rain.
Yeah.
That was like her favorite move.
Yeah, I actually took notes on him. Pick this week. I don't
I
even
did
do
too.
that. But since we didn't have to fucking talk Raw or SmackDown or NXT, and it was the only thing we had to talk about, I was like, man, I'm gonna take some notes on this shit.
You might as well have something to talk
Well,
about, right?
MJF is angry. He yelled at your horse chick and threw the mic back at her.
My horse
Somebody get her some oats.
Jesus Christ.
Get her some oats. She looks hungry.
I'm going to tell Snoop
Oh
Dogg
my
that you've been
God.
talking
What
that smack about his daughter.
Fuck is going on with Filthy Tom's hair?
He needs to grow hair back on his face. He's one of the ugliest people I've ever seen.
Oh shit, he's a fucking ugly bastard.
He's a goon. All right.
You
And
don't wear your hair
He's
like that.
he's caveman Adam Cole.
he's
Neanderthal
like,
Cole.
baby.
Yeah. Me,
Bam, bam.
me, filthy. Me, make fire.
Tom.
Whoa.
I, Tom, Day, Contra. Is that a sippy cup?
You're standing
Was
on
Tom
my
drinking
head.
out of a sippy cup? Yeah. Stop it! Grow facial hair, motherfucker!
No,
push it off
it
your
was
eye.
Aquafina or Dasani or something.
There's an Umaga again.
It's Jacob Fatu, man.
Oh, my bad.
He's
Roman heavy.
he's kind of a respected prospect. Anyway, Moose versus Wentz.
We got Roman light, and Roman heavy.
I wanted to say something. I'm bummed that the last few episodes of Impact have not had Rascal skits.
Agreed.
Yeah, I know, especially since you only seen like one.
I'm also bummed. I saw two. I'm also bummed because they keep making Moose wrestle Rascals and he can't.
I know.
The matches always suck, and this one was no exception. This is the fucking piece of shit match. But it ain't Wentz's fault.
Yeah, I don't know why, but like, I took the 1 week off. I didn't watch last week. Oh, it's probably because of the pay-per-view. I didn't think about that.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't watch the pay-per-view or the actual show. So in the preview. Anyway, yeah, the show opened up with Moose, unfortunately, but at least he was fighting Wentz.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
So the Rascals can try to at least have a good match.
yeah, like it's not just his character. I don't like his wrestling is not good either.
Right, that's what I mean.
Like he takes off running fast and then slows down to almost nothing when it comes to actually doing a spot.
Oh, you mean Wentz?
No, fucking Moose.
Yeah, he sucks.
Like the only thing he follows through on is that spear. Other than that, he pulls up short on like everything, like slows way down.
There was a time when I liked him. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. But yeah, he wins with a spear. A fucking terrible match. I didn't like it at all.
Yeah, there was the one spot where one Trey and Des were overly encouraging. Like, it would have been great if they'd have pulled out like a wax pen or some shit and took a quick hit, like fucking hop back up all strong.
That would have been cool.
But then, like I said, I do have to give him one prop. Moose trolled the fuck out of the crowd. Like he had them all moving. He's like, clear some space. And then he acted like he was about to throw Wentz over the railing, and then pulled up short and threw him in the ring instead. I laughed. I was like, he got you. The crowd wasn't happy. They were like, oh, you dick. Boo.
Oh, right after that, we learned that Rob Van Dam is returning to Impact. What do you think of that shit?
Yeah, I heard about that. It looks like he's just going to be spotty appearances here and there.
Well,
He's not going to be full time. And looking at him in the interview or whatever when he was talking, I'm like, man, maybe Rob shouldn't stick around real long. Dude's looking a little haggard. And has seen some better days.
sure. Well, you know, he's old now and he's a stoner.
All right.
I mean, he looks like us now. All right, my next note is Tessa's way taller than Madison Rain, that thing we said earlier.
Yeah. The backstage interview with Madison Rain, and she's interrupted by Tessa Blanchard.
She's so tiny.
You know, Madison challenges Tessa. Tessa accepts. And there'll be a match later tonight.
Oh, we got Callahan talking smack about Mance Warner, and he's using his own shtick against him there.
Damn it, I kind of wish I was listening to this.
Yeah, me too.
I like Sammy's promos.
He's good.
MLW
We'll get to
world
that more in a
empire,
minute.
because the world of MLW never sleeps. Neither does the Death Machine, Sammy Callahan. Thumbs up. Thumbs down.
See, I don't get to hear his promos on here except for when Mojo does that. But and then unfortunately, like when they're on a fucking Impact, the girlfriend's usually over here and I'm trying to watch it and she's like, I'm fine with wrestling. You can put it on. And I'll put it on and she keeps talking and talking. Like I'm clearly staring intently at the TV at the Sammy Callahan promo.
Now you
Doing
see,
my best to completely ignore the fuck out of her, and she talked and talked the whole way through it. So like I only caught bits and pieces of it.
see that fucking thing we talked about earlier? One slap. I ain't saying beat her ass because that's inappropriate, but one slap and she's just like, okay, I get it. I'm sorry. Fuck. I'm an idiot, and she'll feel stupid about her behavior for a while, and then she'll correct it.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Anyway,
I
Sue
won't do it again.
Young versus Rosemary. I just fucking skipped right past this shit. Sue Young picks up the win. I don't like the Rosemary shit and all the Undead Realm nonsense. You could straight up miss me with all that, seriously.
So, yeah, I tried to fast forward through it, but it fucked up my connection. And when I reloaded it and tried it again, it did the same thing. So, like, I actually had to sit through the fucking match. And this shit's so bad, though, I'm not even talking about it. Moving on. After that, we had a half hour of promos and flashback matches before we got a tag team match with All Ego and
All Ego
Oh, go
Ethan
ahead.
Page.
yeah, and who was his partner?
Josh Alexander.
I'm guessing this was the young Eric Young you spoke of.
Yes, it was young Eric Young, yes.
That's what I was segueing for.
He is making his debut. They're referred to as the North, and I guess in the Indies they've already been a tag team that's reasonably well known.
So, where was this Josh Alexander guy? Like, is he new or is he returning from injury? Because
He's
not fucking
new.
bad.
He was making his MLW or his Impact debut.
Dude, he's not bad.
He's from
Yeah, I actually
Canada.
thought
He's
they-
a
Seemed really good.
and they're having a match against El Reverso and another guy whose name I think is Gene.
Gene, huh?
So,
Yeah.
who do you figure is going to win this one?
Right.
Is
Well,
it
kind of a fan of
El
Ethan Page.
Reverso and the other guy, or the name hyped up fucking tag team? Anyway,
Well, I was happy about this because, like, I'm kind of a fan of Ethan Page, so this could be a cool ass tag team.
though they already are. Did you see that fucking finisher, dude?
Yes. Like, I'm so happy. Like, it sucks for him, but at the same time, like, I'm happy.
Roman
Matt
and
got injured.
Mustafa Ali.
Yeah, Roman Ali and Mustafa.
Nice.
He gets to have Mustafa. Ali keeps Ali now.
Got it. A YG
Roman Light
family.
and
Wow.
Mustafa.
Man, they are not correct with how they're saying that.
Yeah, like I said, like,
Yeah.
I know that's shitty to say that thank God Matt Sydal got injured, but
Yeah, no, I heard you.
I've become an Ethan Page fan in his absence.
I've liked Ethan Page ever since he was in that Ultimate X match. He impressed the shit out of me, and after that, I gave him way more of a chance, and now I like him.
Cheese Man could just
How's your
slap a
lady?
bitch.
And he
How's your
lost.
lady?
And he lost that stupid Ethan, or I mean, what was the guy
Third eye shit.
who you were talking about just now?
Oh, damn.
Matt Sydal.
Yeah, that stupid
I love
fucking
that back
third
then.
eye gimmick. God, I'm so
Yep.
glad he doesn't do that anymore. So yeah, I like Ethan Page,
Oh,
man.
how
And-
about that fucking power bomb Josh Alexander hit like into his knee? He like power bombed dude down onto his knee.
Yes. And again, with Ethan Page, man, if he just works out, if he keeps working out, he's gonna be a fucking monster.
Yeah, I mean he's getting more and more in shape.
That's what I'm saying. He's
He
gonna
ain't
be
been
huge,
around that
dude.
long, and he's already shed some pounds.
Yep. Yeah, he was originally like a chubby guy who looked like he belonged like in college in a dorm.
Right.
But yeah, he's quickly becoming a pretty badass wrestler, man.
Yeah, big fan of him. And yeah, this tag team, those two as a tag team, that's gonna be fucking sweet too.
It's the North.
The North. Sorry.
Yeah. No, just that's what they're called. Tessa Madison, Gail Kim on commentary, and I'll be damned if Gail didn't get involved.
Yeah, what's up
Right.
with that?
Who would have thought that if the person on commentary would get involved with the match? Wow, that
No
really,
fucking way.
really caught me off guard. Huh.
I love that spot where fucking Madison's legs were like on the second fucking rope, and she was in the turnbuckle in the corner, and Tessa kicked her legs out, so she went down on like her knees on the second turnbuckle, and fucking Tessa hit her with the code breaker.
Mm-hmm.
That was a fucking sweet spot.
Hell yeah. But that was pretty much the only one because it was
Right.
it was kind of an ugly match. I'm sorry, I love Tessa, but this wasn't her best work. It wasn't either of them's best work, really.
Yeah, that was the only note I had.
And like Mojo mentioned earlier,
my
what's with
part was after the match when Tessa was complaining that it was worse that Gail Kim interfered in the match and she lost, but it would have been okay if she got disqualified for hitting her and losing.
Because she loses on her own terms then.
No, I thought that was a really funny bad guy
Right.
thing to do.
and another thing I noticed that Mojo mentioned earlier is what was with all the roll-up attempts by Madison? Don't you know any moves?
Alright, no.
Do some
Look at the
moves.
size of her.
She actually
Yeah.
wins by a roll-up after 29 roll-up attempts.
Yeah.
John Cena
29
said,
times the
just
charm.
know one move and do it really well.
Pretty much.
Fucking Tessa come over or went over and was screaming at the announcers, and Josh Matthews was cowering in the corner like a little bitch. Like he turned his back to her and everything. Like, I got a phone call. I gotta take this.
All right.
Madison Rain Googled what is the most powerful move in wrestling.
Roll up.
Sorry,
I'll
the
just,
roll up is the most powerful move in wrestling.
I'll just
Oh.
keep doing that until I win.
Yeah, I guess the roll up barely edges out the sixth move of Doom.
Okay, Johnny and Taya versus Cage and Jordan.
Although,
Raspberries?
as Wiz said, there was some decent heel work in this match.
Johnny, I hate when Johnny impresses me, but he was making me laugh. He made me laugh several times. He wouldn't let Taya tag him. That first time he did that and jumped out. Dude, I literally laughed out loud, and that don't happen that often. I'm a sad, sad man. But that was funny, dude. It was funny as
It's like,
fuck.
hell no. They get in there fighting Cage.
I was like, oh, man, that's great. And
He sold out his own wife. Did you see it? What kind of man is it?
Jordan powerbombed the fuck out of Taya, dude. That chick's a little dangerous sometimes, man.
Yeah.
She fucking powerbombed the shit out of her. So Johnny runs in and attempts an elbow drop on Jordan and misses. And the shit that they were saying about him at that moment on commentary, it's probably going to be the intro to our show. It's so fucking funny. You idiot, you piece of garbage, and all this other shit. I'm like, yes, I'll take it.
The first couple weeks I was watching, I couldn't stand them, and then somehow, like, I've done a complete 180 on it, and I've come to like Don Callis.
I love Don Callis now.
Don Callis is fucking killing me lately. I'm like, I actually really like this dude now.
I'm actually with you, though. He has to grow on you for a while, but once he does, you're like, all right, now I see what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's a big-headed douchebag. He's a windbag. I love it. I like this is good stuff. Let's see what else. A bunch of ugly rope spots, like everyone hopping over the ropes, and just none of them go well until Brian Cage, of all fucking people, just lands a perfect over-the-top move. And I'm like, oh, okay,
Yeah, I
well, as
know.
long as he gets one in. But good God, everyone else looked like a idiot,
guy
and then he
in
looked
match.
like perfect. Exactly,
Yeah.
the biggest dude in the ring.
Fucking
Flawless.
Flying steroid monster.
Now here's the part that I really like, the end. Referee Johnny Bravo takes out Cage's knee, and then quick 1, 2, 3, bam, 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 and Johnny wins. OMG. I was like, this is great. This is old school, baby. The
What the
ref
hell?
just cheated for Johnny.
Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, I did not
I
fucking
really like
see
this
that
guy
coming
playing.
at all.
John Morrison. There's a nice ring about that.
Not
Yeah, I
since
really like that.
NWO when they
General.
had that. I think it was Nick Patrick. Not since NWO have I seen some shit like that. That's the good stuff.
I'm gonna call it now. I'm gonna call it now. Fucking Johnny Impact refers to him as Johnny Referee next week. Johnny Bravo will now be Johnny Referee.
After the match, Cage attacks Johnny Bravo, but he gets Nakamura'd by Taya, and then everybody beats him down, and the crowd is chanting, "You suck, Bravo," which was awesome. The ref got heat,
Yep.
kids. The ref got crowd heat. And then Johnny and Taya make out some more, and that is never going to be okay with me. But other than that, everything was great. I love that. I love the ending. That was an old school wrestling ending, and I liked it.
I just like to say, Johnny Bravo does not suck. Johnny Bravo does not suck.
Whoa, mama.
Whoa, mama.
Whoa, mama. Whoa, I'm going to take out that knee. I did like it, though. Okay.
Dude, he looks so fucking funny without facial hair.
I know. He literally looks like a different dude. Or like him 20 years ago or something.
And if you people don't know who we're talking about, you're not watching along.
Oh, that's... Yeah. Rich one. Did you guys watch Worlds Collide? You watched that NXT versus NXT alumni thing?
I
Oh,
did
yeah.
not.
You're lucky. I watched
Damn,
it.
huh?
I like the Luke Harper.
No, I like
And
that too. But the other 3 matches I did not like.
You
Well,
didn't really care for the Prince Pretty and Roddy.
no, it was like I thought that would be so much better. It opened
Really?
with
Well,
Oh
me
No
too,
versus
but
Aiden
Maybe
English.
it was after watching the.
Wait, what? It opened with who?
Oh No versus Aiden English.
Ew.
It was terrible.
That was horrible.
Then we get
Of course it was.
Chris Dominic Dijakovic against Luke Harper, and that was the best match of the show. Undisputed
Really?
Era, but
Yeah.
it's O'Reilly and
Fish.
yes,
Fit.
versus Wolf and Dane. It was okay at best. And Roddy versus Prince Pretty was okay too, but I thought it was going to be a badass match, and it was just like, it was all right. So it felt like a waste of time. Luckily, it was only an hour, but I figured it would give us something to talk about, and I like Tyler Breeze, or well, I thought I did. No, I mean it was all right, but it wasn't what I expected because I like Roddy and I like Tyler Breeze, and I thought they would fucking throw down, and it really was just like it was your average match, you know.
Yeah. But then again, we thought
What the hell's Myra doing?
AJ and Nakamura should have
Yes.
had way better matches.
Yeah, wasn't that weird? I was like, wow, this is going to be a great fucking rivalry. And then it ended up being dick punches for 6
Here comes flying fucking Carter.
Boom!
Oh, Myron.
Myron! Oh. Damn you, Joe Diamond Phillips. Or wait, no, who was that?
That's John.
That's, damn you, Johnny Utah.
That's Jimmy Uda.
Jimmy. Damn it.
One of the Usos. Oh, shit. That was great.
What's up? My nuts! My nuts! My nuts!
Yeah. Here I come.
Now you're a woman and I feel better about hitting you.
What the hell just happened there? Oh, he held him. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was a little questionable.
I was wondering for a second. I was like, what the fuck is happening? Oh, there's Rich.
Uh-oh.
Now what the fuck is
Fuck's
happening?
gonna go down here. This should be good. Oh, okay.
Oof.
Ouch.
Some knees in the rib for you.
Yeah.
Myron.
Oh,
That's how you do it.
that one. Yeah, so that one was better. Although to be fair, Rich did it from the second rope.
How ironic.
Or no, Rich did it from the top, didn't he?
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Cool ending.
Good shit. I'm glad they picked up the win. I'm kind of glad these guys are a tag team right now. If it gets Myron on the TV board, sweet.
Did the MLW Rascals pick up the win? I'm gonna go grab myself a glass of water. I'll be right back, fellas.
I dig these guys a lot. Hopefully they get a good push. Keep pushing them. I mean, there was no doubt that they were going to fucking win this match. Look who they were fighting.
I think that'd be a really cool match to see is the Lucha Brothers against Swan and
Myron. Yeah.
Myron.
They could put on a good match. The fuck? Got a white moose.
Of course, it's Mance.
He's still like a Billy Goat albino. That's it's not a Billy Goat. Where's my damn
Oh, man, you're moving trucks on the interstate. A truck hit a road if you put it up parking one of them moving trucks.
Oh, god damn it. Someone let the horse out the barn. Oh, yeah, he's talking about Sammy Callahan because Callahan was just talking shit about him. Hold on, let me set down my light beer. I still don't even know what the hell this guy's voice sounds like. I just have to fucking make it up in my head. I have no idea what Mance Warner sounds like.
Pads up, pads down.
We must be having Mance talk.
Yep. Mance talk. Excuse me. Keep forgetting to mute the mic when I do that.
Careful how
Me
you
too.
say Mance talk. If you pronounce it wrong, your old lady might automatically leave the room.
She's not here.
That was a man talk reference, like you have your woman disciplined to leave the room during man talk.
Yeah, I'm just saying she's not here. I can't enact it.
It's one of the things I respect about old James Bond. Like, all right, bitch, go fuck off now. It's man talk time.
Okay, there's Filthy with regular hair now.
All right, now I'm out in the street in an alley, so these fuckers can't jump me. Watch him fly out of nowhere and kick his ass again. Oh, I would love it if Contra showed up and beat his ass again.
I feel like they recorded this on the day he washed his hair. Whatever year that was.
I got clean shoes, clean pants, clean shirt, clean hair. New life for Tom Lawler. Done with this filthy shit.
No more track marks. No more heroin. You see that?
Except for this line.
Yeah. No more cake dirt. That's where I actually had to carve the filth off of my arm.
That's right. I was using the kitchen
That's
knife and I went too
filthy I
deep.
was.
Carved
Oh,
the
I'm still
filth.
filthy. My hair might look like I washed it, but that wasn't by choice.
Everything's clean except my ass. I can't wipe properly.
My arm's fucked up from cutting all the filth off. It won't reach all the way back anymore.
Seven at nerve. Don't bend right.
I think he's ended that with something about fucking dead bodies.
Hey, let's be real. I don't see any reason to get the camera that close to him. Was that necessary?
No.
Come on. Who's in the truck? Who's in the truck?
I don't need to see the inside of his fucking
LA
nose.
Park.
It's
Yeah, it's LB Park.
LB Pork.
I actually know who's in the truck. I heard Jim Cornette fucking talking about him earlier, but I can't remember. It's the guy that used to work for your WCW.
Okay. Yeah, that guy.
Nelson Swegler. Damn you, Nelson Swegler. Why did you tell him to zoom in like that?
You son of a bitch. So, we talked to Impact, but we didn't mention that apparently Eli Drake's been fired for not wanting to fight Tessa Blanchard.
Yeah, and it's funny that they're still going with the whole storyline with him and Eddie Edwards.
Well, they filmed that, they shot that shit before he got fired. So,
I know, I'm just going, well, I hope that guarantees that they're not winning against the Lucha Bros.
unless they already fucking, filmed that match, but yeah, I would hope
Right.
not.
Yeah, I mean, I was cracking jokes like I would have wrestled Tessa, because she's hot and I want to touch her. but realistically, if you're a wrestler who grew up watching wrestling and you respect the business, you don't want to be in an intergender match on TV, and I feel them. I'm there with them. I can't get mad at that.
Oh, it's Sammy.
Nice.
I'm not here to lose to a fat man again.
It's like, I'm here, and I brought a bat because I'm a bitch. Because I'm scared of minorities.
He's thinking about what you said.
All right, well, I guess I don't read those notes anymore. We covered all that.
Carbs up, thumbs down.
Carbs up.
Damn. LB's on his ass.
You know who else would be on his ass if he was in this match? Papa Dave. Shout out Papa Dave. Would be kicking Sammy's ass right now.
Like, bitch, thumbs up your ass.
That's right.
Papa Dave, motherfucker. Sincerely.
I was just going to say, you're going to take this ass whooping sincerely. It's going to be an ass whipping super party.
Nice. Super party. He threw the fucking padding from the floor at him. Did you see that?
Well, I assume it's to have it not be on the floor, and he's going to slam him on the floor, I hope, or else that was just stupid as hell.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just use this barricade. It's still connected to the other one the guy's holding. Like, hey, man.
Working the rope.
Bro, kayfabe, bro.
The other part. Bitch, you can't be in here. I'm working the rope. Get out.
I told you I'd get past the velvet rope.
Told you to let me in. Damn.
The hell's he doing? Give me your shoe. Give me your fucking shoe.
I'll beat you with it.
You want my shoe? I stomp it on you. Well, why did I do a Russian accent for La Parka?
I don't know. Oof.
I don't either.
Ow. Get out the way, bitch. Limp away. Limp away.
I don't know. He looks Russian to me.
Oh. Yeah, under that mask, he's Russian.
Yeah. I must break you and eat a lot of food.
You know, I think her knee's okay. Out the way and shit.
Battling from underneath. Covered from scars from his young ultra-violence fingernails. His young ultra-violence fingernails. Very nice there. Captions.
Awesome captions.
They're captivating. No, I'm going to cut that out.
So, I was just thinking, like, every LA Park match is like a fucking gimmick, beat the shit out of you with things match. But they never announced it as like a no disqualification match. Are there even disqualifications in MLW?
I mean, depends on what the story calls for, I guess.
I can't think of anybody that's lost by disqualification.
I really can't either.
That now.
Jim Cornette just mentioned Stephen P. New on the broadcast. You know who that is? It's his lawyer guy that he says, Stephen Millen.
Stephen Millen, 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 Stephen Millen. Oh, Stephen Millen.
I don't know how you managed to make that creepy sounding, but you pulled it off.
I know, that was a little creepy.
It's like, man, I'm like uncomfortable right now.
Dude, we're going up on Easter. It's not the fucking. It's not the Halloween episode.
Stephen Millen, Stephen Millen, Stephen Millen.
Screamers, where'd you get those peepers?
Mute him.
All right, if we ever make a creepy movie, you're in charge of like the creepy voice in the background singing.
All right. Oh,
Because you have got that character
Ref
down,
bump.
buddy.
Where'd you get those eyes?
See, that doesn't sound good. That sounds unnerving.
It's supposed to be.
oh, another ref bump. Oh,
Hey, now that's a
another
ref bump. It said, how Pooper's trying. Who's Pooper?
Oh shit!
What even rhymes with Pooper?
I don't know. He's like having a premonition that the bat's gonna go up his pooper. He's like, yeah, yeah.
Hey, that's the name of my truck.
Goes down to use the bat. It's not like you guys haven't been beating the fuck out of.
Hey, Sammy, you
The
just
other
kicked
thing
the
is-
shit out of the
Uh-oh.
ref, remember? It's Hi Joe and Ricky Martinez.
Ricky Martinez and a giant
Oh,
cockroach.
giant-
Oh, here comes Mayans! It's Mayans!
That's my aunt. And he don't like foreigners.
Unconscious currency makes one to die beat away Elio de la Porte, but his old injury back in
Elio de la
out cold.
Porte. All right.
L.A. Parts trying to get his wits back.
Freestanding
But-
hit
Hit
butts.
once.
But
And Ho and
Hole and Man's
Manzi.
Warner.
Fucking Joey Ryan's out there? Who's hitting butts?
Oh shit! Is Joey Ryan hey-ho?
Damn, it's just a fucking quick spot in the corner and you still had to stiff the fuck
Fucking
out of him, didn't
kicked
you,
the
Loki?
shit out of him, dude. He still am.
Damn.
Dude,
What the fuck?
you're an asshole.
Hey, you've had like one match. Let's put him on the shelf, boys.
I ain't wild about redneck.
Who's this? I'm
Taka?
not even sure. Oh, that's Daga. That's,
Oh, okay. They call them
Look at the-
Taka.
Look at the. Oh, damn, he kicked Mance. What the fuck's that about?
You say that was Mr. Blanchard?
I'm killing everybody.
And he's
Mr.
like-
Blanchard.
He's like, I don't like to be touched.
No, that's Tyson Kidd.
Poor daddy.
Jump a cut gyro. What the hell does that mean? Catalan.
Oh,
Damn.
that sounds Greek, but then that sounded Spanish.
That would have earned about a 10 count. That was a spear from hell from that big fat bastard.
Right.
Dude,
Like running into a brick wall.
even if he was supposed to, I would have just not kicked out. Like, fuck it.
You got knocked the fuck out.
Ricky Martin is.
Maybe they're gonna show fucking.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's even better from that angle, dude. He fucking destroyed that kid.
It's like fucking Terry Tate, office linebacker and shit.
He has to shake off his arm and shoulder blades.
Like,
He even got hurt doing that.
Gatorade.
H2O.
Jeez. Man's water.
What's now a 402 situation? What's a 402 situation? I know what a 420 situation is. I mean, I got one of those in my hands right now.
I assume it'll result in man's water, if you know what I'm saying.
Man's water.
Woo! They just got from
They
here.
called it that again. Man's waters. Great.
Yeah, I just realized they're having a match next week, and fucking Mance came to Sammy's aid just now. What's up with that?
Ace Romero versus Jose Samuel.
Joseph Samuel.
Okay.
Samuel. Oh,
Schlemazel. Haas and Pfeffer Incorporated. Do. We're gonna do it. Okay.
Oh!
Hey!
More butt.
So look at my here's your third eye.
It's like, come back here with that sweet nubile ass.
Dude, showed us the brown eye.
That was Jericho's rental car.
Was that Matt Sydal?
Turd eye.
Turd eye blind.
My hand just keeps popping out the window and
Pointing at the asshole.
every like 4 seconds.
Oh, shit.
That's where it comes from.
And that's how.
That's where it comes from. This is where my ideas come from. Turd eye.
That's how MLW ends.
If you're turd eye blind.
Shut up!
Crickets over here on the gram.
All right, well, then we'll move on to Facebook. We've got a Facebook shout out. How do we got a Facebook shout out and no Instagram shout outs? That doesn't even add up.
Unconceivable.
Oh, no. Shout out to Pat Turner. He's one of the administrators in the Wrestling Cards and Collectibles group on Facebook, and he's also a new follower to Wrestling Time Marks, and even liked or ha-ha'd one of our pictures, which, yeah, you hear that? All you got to do is ha-ha a fucking picture, and you get mentioned on the show, you lazy fucks. Go check out the Facebook page.
Yes. Yes. You do that.
All right, how we doing on Twitter this week?
Okay, for retweets, we got Papa Dave Sincere.
What up? And he was getting a shout out regardless, or a handful.
Yeah.
Of them.
Several.
Needless to say.
And I mean that sincerely. Same joke twice. Thank you very much. WNT Super Party.
Damn it. And we also have retweets from Suplex City Limits.
Suplex City Limits.
Those
And-
fucking guys.
THT Wrestling.
So good to hear that name every week.
And because he did both episodes, and he hasn't gotten enough already, Papa Dave Sincere.
Hey!
Super Party. That's it for Twitter.
Shout out, Papa Dave. Just in case
So we can
forgot.
move on to our regulars.
Oh, yeah. The normies.
You know, for year two, we'll call them the regulators.
Regulators! Mount something.
Starting off, of course, with Stephen Millen.
Yay, Steven!
Stephen Miller. You see how I didn't creep anybody out with that?
See, not creepy.
Stephen Millen.
And then, of course, it's your boy, Babs. Where the fuck you been, Babs?
Nothing
Oh,
after
you
Mania.
got
I mean,
Mania?
admittedly, WrestleMania was pretty good, but come on, the Iconics one. You could have just did a thing on that.
I don't know that many people agree with our take on WrestleMania, actually, from what I've been listening to. A lot of people, so on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, if that's the case, then I'm with you now too. I'm on your boat, Sammy.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you, Zane, man.
I don't understand people sometimes. What the hell more could they want from... I mean, it was long. I get it. So what?
Yeah.
They want to be a critic. That's what Sammy says.
It went pretty good. Okay, whatever. Look, I'm the critic of... We're the worst.
We're one of the more negative
We hate these
podcasts
people.
out there. Yeah.
But fuck, that was a real good WrestleMania. What do you want? Dang. All right, whatever. Okay. We got
All right, moving
sidetracked
on,
there. Yeah.
Yep. THT with Boxman and Shaheen. Make sure to check out Shaheen's Nuclear Heat graphics page.
spend money.
Listen to their podcast.
You have all that extra
Listen
money laying
to,
around. He'll put it to good use. I mean, he'll probably buy drugs or ink for his printer. Who knows? What, I'm here to judge?
Either one's okay with us.
Use it on drugs.
Yeah, make sure to check out THT movie review with Boxman and Anthony as well.
That seems like solid advice. Cheese Man wouldn't steer you people wrong.
Nope. I believe the last movie they did was Demolition Man. Good movie.
I hope they explained the 3 seashells.
No, I gotta go back and listen to it now just to make sure.
Okay.
I haven't had time to go back and listen to that one yet, but I'm gonna get there. I liked that movie, so I definitely want to check it out. And
I
of
like
course,
when he wanted some paper to wipe his ass with and they didn't have any, and so he stood next to one of those ticket machines and just cussed a bunch of times, and then he used all the tickets that it printed out to go wipe his ass.
Yep.
I thought that was pretty funny.
Wasn't a bad movie, and Sandra Bullock's fucking hot, so.
That might be her at her hottest. She was really fucking slamming in that movie, man.
She's always been hot by a pair, dude. She's always been one of my favorites.
And Speed's a good movie for her, too. Yeah, yeah, she's really amazing, man.
I still tag it now, for sure.
Yeah, I think the last thing I saw her was on that Netflix movie.
Yeah.
Didn't see it. But I know what you're talking about because it's the one that everybody talked about for about 2 weeks, and then I never heard nothing about it again.
Yeah, I never seen it either, so. Hey, we all got that in common. Moving on, Wrestling Soup with Mish, Joey, and John. Make sure to check them out.
I'll get you a bowl full, a big Steven bowl.
They're actually amongst the ones who.
Wrestling Soup.
They're actually amongst the ones who really didn't like WrestleMania this year.
Wrestling Soup.
Of course, because
A meal in itself.
always the opposite of us.
I know, we never seem to be on the same page.
I was even tired and I still wasn't negative.
I'm still a big fan of the show, though, even if I'm on the opposite page of them.
Oh, fuck yeah, they're great. They're fucking hilarious, dude. They remember the one we were watching, and one of the guys wasn't in studio. I think he was at an event or something.
I mean, they're never in studio. Like, oh, okay.
He had called in on a telephone, though, and it was like he was obviously on a telephone.
Yeah, it was Joey.
And he was like,
He was driving through the storm that was Stephanie McMahon's ego or some shit.
yes. I'm in the middle of the storm. And it was like, yeah, dude, it was fucking hilarious. I laughed so hard at that, man. And, dude, after that, I was like, I love this show, dude.
Yeah,
I
he
love
was
these
on his way
guys. They
home
got the
from,
right idea.
He was on his way home from whatever pay-per-view they were having there in Boston.
Yeah. And just went way over the top with it. It was great. I just loved it. Dude, I want to go back and listen to that. There's no way I'd ever find it, but I would love to hear that again. So funny.
No, I think to get that far back, you'd have to join the Wrestling Soup Patreon.
Hey, there you go. That's
$5 a month.
That's also solid advice. Hell, I got $5. I hoe on the corner for 10.
I really
Might as well spend it.
I really need to fucking get on it myself because like, I'm a big fan of it, but I'm missing out on all kinds of fucking extra content and shit because I'm a cheap ass and I'm broke.
Well, speaking about money, let me show you how tech works.
Oh shit, yeah.
Segway.
Hey,
Yeah.
well, are we done with shout-outs?
No, not yet. Sorry. Shout out Bobby Anthem, of course.
Oh, Bobby fucking Anthem.
Bobby, we miss you.
Bobby Anthem, yeah.
Son of
Bobby, get a hold of me on
Bitch, I love that
fucking
man.
get a hold of me on Twitter or Discord or something so we can like set up something to hang out again on a Monday night or some shit. That was fun.
Yeah, get hold of the sheet, man. Yeah.
And I know you'll listen to this because you're one of the few who definitely do.
Bobby Anthem.
And shout out to Bobby Blades as well.
Still want to
Blades, yeah.
write
I liked him when he was
Bobby.
rat, yeah.
I liked him when he was on the Lions. Oh, no, that's Benny Blades.
Yeah, he was pretty good dude, too, yeah.
Not to be confused with his brother Brian Blades, I think it was. He was
Correct.
wide receiver for Seattle.
I don't know that for sure, but you're probably correct.
I think so.
And Brian Blair from the Killer Bees, yeah.
Benny was a defensive back, wasn't he?
I believe, yes, I think so. I believe there's also a guy in the NFL named Ruben Blades. So there's lots of Blades around.
See, I don't know about that one.
I'll have to Google them and get some info because no one cares.
Exactly. We need to get in the fucking corner.
Oh, get in that goddamn corner. Oh, yuck. That's a nasty idea.
Nasty.
Get in the corner with Yuck and Dogga Baby.
If you get in the corner, then we can do it dogga style, baby. If you see what I did there.
What's up, lover butts?
Yes.
Okay.
And that was just nasty.
Thank you. That's all I was waiting for was for one of you guys to say yuck, that's nasty or something. But okay, good enough. Yuck, nasty, and dogga baby.
Suplex City Limits again.
Oh, fuck, that's a great place to visit.
And,
As long as
Pretty sure.
Seth Rollins stays away from there, everything's good.
Pretty sure that's where Lesnar came from. So yeah, that's a great place to go.
and then I don't know if we mentioned it before, but Papa Dave and the WNC Super Party.
Oh, thank God we didn't leave him out.
Pool party.
Yes! Yes!
I love it when you call me Big Papa Dave.
Sincerely. I love it.
I sincerely love that. Oh, very nice. Sincerely yours, Papa Dave.
And of course, Jason Solomon Monster Sounds Off.
Never heard of the fella. Oh, he must be a new guy like us. Kidding, he's an industry giant.
Matter of fact, is pretty much when we're done with this podcast, I'll be firing up his last episode to check out.
Well, that
I'm a little
sounds
behind.
like a monster of an idea. If you see what I did there.
And then
Please don't
last
see
but
what I
not
did
least, no, don't look there. Don't look, Ethel.
Last
Okay.
but not least, who's it gonna be?
My boy, Spade.
MF Spade! That motherfucker's paid.
Oh, shit.
That's S-P-A-D, not S-P-A-D-E.
Yep, he's currently putting together another sound room, or recording room, basically. So hopefully he'll be coming out with some new content here shortly. But you can check out what he's got for now over on Bandcamp.
I wonder if he wants to do a little collabo. I got beats. I got beats. Yes, I just lit a smoke with a blowtorch. Mind your business.
So what, Big Whoop? You want to fight about it?
Hey, big whoop, you want to fight about it?
What you
The
want?
Family Guy reference, you know what that means, right?
Yeah. About time to wrap this segment up.
Yeah, it means that episode 53 of Wrestling's Hammerworks is just about cash, 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 just about cash.
What an idiot! Oh, God, what a piece of garbage!
Episode 53 of Wrestling's Hammerworks is just about cash.
Oh, I'd say so.
And it's been a fun year. Thank you to all of those who have listened. For those of you who have listened for a year or even just a week, thank you very much. We fucking appreciate it.
Yes. Even if you just listen to one show, or if this is the first time you ever listen, thank you too.
Yep. I've been your host, Cheez Man, joined with...
Mojo, Carlos Gonzalez, left fielder, it ain't.
And now G was Willoughby. Yeah, I got lots of good stuff to tell you folks. I'll try to squeeze it all in as quick as I can. You can go to redlist.com and look up the high marks, and you can find our t-shirt. The How a Tag Works t-shirt. They're like,
Tag works.
I believe they're $20.
$20.
I'm pretty sure.
And may the spotlight be on you with your cool ass t-shirt.
Check us out on Twitter, twitter.com/thehighmarks, or on Facebook, that's facebook.com/thehighmarks, or on Instagram, it's instagram.com/thehighmarks, because Mojo's not a dick anymore. He changed it. He went in and made that change to where everything's the same now. You can also go to anchor.fm/thehighmarks to get the audio version first. It pops up everywhere, but it's at Anchor first, and you get like an hour or a half hour earlier if you get it there first. As our special 1-year deal, we've got our greatest hits, which if you've been listening, our little add-on deal we do at the end of the show, it's usually outtakes and that kind of goofy stuff. We have them all in a row in a few volumes, kind of going over the evolution of that whole deal, how it kind of started off as us hanging out and talking during smoke breaks and evolved into totally a gag reel. So it's like like the evolution of that. So if you have the patience to hear a lot of Daniel Bryan saying ignorant change it, I say go check that out because it's going to be a lot of fun. I know I'm going to listen to it at least one time all the way through and try not to go insane.
For sure, I'm going to. I actually told Bobby Anthem about that a few weeks ago, that you were putting all that shit together, and he was fucking stoked about it. I know he's looking forward to it for sure. So.
Well, good. We'll do. Let me see. This episode is going to come out on Tuesdays, so we'll release one Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Sweet. And then we'll be recording again on Sunday.
So if you're a Wrestling Time Marks listener, you got a busy week ahead of you.
Yep.
All right. Now,
good time.
If there is nothing else, gentlemen.
Hey, MLW, release your shit by Sunday.
Yes, please. Please. Yes, please.
Yeah. We don't want to cut the fucking watch-along segment.
We're going to have Andy Kindler take us out. I got a couple more in the can for him, so take us out, Andy.
Last words.
I'm currently touring the country as Al Dente. These jokes aren't quite ready yet, folks. Allow the humor to mature to perfection as you ingest the punchline.
What an idiot! Oh, God, what a piece of garbage!
That, by the way, is a reference to the Tom Leykis show. You ever listen to Tom Leykis? Well, yeah, he isn't on anymore, but when he was on, he would have callers call in, and then when they were hanging up, they would choose how he would basically kill them. like take me out JFK style, then you would hear a rifle cock and then a gunshot, and then it would hang up. You know, that sort of thing.
Ah, okay.
What an idiot! Oh, God, what a piece of garbage!
I do know that the YouTube numbers have gone down, so people are definitely using the audio.
Fucking SoundCloud, Spreaker, or not Spreaker, but Spotify.
Well, yeah, it's either that or they've completely lost interest in what we're doing.
Okay.
It's one or the other.
What an idiot! Oh, God, what a piece of garbage!
We're back on fucking Facebook, so I'll get a hold of RJ Spade and see if he wants to come on.
What the heck is an OJ?
That's where you put your legs behind your head and have someone lick your ass.
Yo.
Gotta be flexible.
What an idiot! Oh, God, what a piece of garbage!
You know, it seems like Jesus would have helped him out in some way, but, I mean...
What an idiot! Oh, God, what a piece of garbage!
It looks like the Viking Experience got a call up.
The Warrior?
Oh, you guys don't know who the Viking Experience is? Oh, yeah, yeah. They used to be called the War Raiders, but now they're the Viking Experience.
Really?
You're shitting me.
Nope, dead fucking serious.
Okay.
Viking Experience.
Fair enough.
Why are the NXT Tag Team
They
Champions on the
keep his
fucking roster?
Mufasa name, but they can have Viking Experience.
I think that sounds great, yeah.
The speculation is they didn't want to use the word war.
Sure, I guess I can kind of vibe on that.
Good God.
that.
What is it good for?
Now they're the Viking
The Viking
Experience.
But have you ever been experienced?
I was actually trying to come up with a Jimmy joke myself.
I'm not sure which one it is, but one of their names is Igor now, too.
Oh, no. They didn't change their names. They changed their names?
Yep.
What the fuck, dude? Lame.
And the other one's called Damien Sandow.
Igor.
Igor and Damien Sandow.
Okay. Well, boo.
Fuck that.
Not cool, man. Not cool. Not too cool, Mickey.
Someone posted because fuck you, that's why.
Fuck you. That's who works here.
Yeah, fuck you, that's who works here.
I wasn't even supposed to be here today.
Okay, Rowan's name is now Eric. So that must mean that fucking Hanson is Igor.
You're kidding me.
No,
Hanson, the guy whose brother we know, is now called Igor. Great.
What an idiot! Oh, God, what a piece of garbage!
Well, I've listened to 52 episodes and they didn't make me laugh yet.